So today we're gonna find angles. Okay. First of all, how many angles do I have? So do I have given? How many angles do I know in that triangle? Like, do I know? I know what? I know none of them. Exactly. I do not know capital A. Remember, angles are capital. Capital A, capital B, capital C. I do not know A. I do not know B. I do not know C. But which one do they want us to find? Which one is labeled or shaded? A. They want us to find capital A. What do I know in this triangle? Come on. I do not know any angles, but I know all the what? I know all the sides, which means, is this one of the cases for the cosine law? Yes, it is. So the question now is, we know all the sides. Oh, let's label the sides. Which one is small a? Which one is small a? 30. Go ahead. So I'll label them black. So A is 30. Which one is B? Small b? Which one? 37. Which means this one is C. Okay, yes, go ahead. Yes, so why do we have to use the cosine line anyway? Because we only know what? We only know the three what? We only know the three sides. But how am I still going to use the cosine law? Yesterday we used the cosine law to find the what? Yesterday we used the cosine law to find what? To find the sides. Here I have the sides, but I need to find the what? Angles. Which angle do they want you to find? A. So everyone, which copy of the cosine law are we going to use? The one that starts with what? Nope. Which angle are we trying to find? Capital A. So which copy of the cosine law are we going to use? The one that starts with what? A squared. There you go. So even if you're trying to find angle, still use what? A squared to start your what? Your equation. So let's go ahead. So view, I'll get some grid lines. There we go. All right. So okay, can someone tell me what is the law that starts with A squared? So I'll say A squared. I need someone to finish it for me. Again, you have your notes. You can just read it off. Noor, go ahead. Say again. B squared plus C squared. If you stop right here, this looks like the what? The Pythagorean theorem. But it can't be because this is not a what triangle? This is not a right angle or right triangle. So how do you, Mr. Roberts, what are you looking for? No, go ahead. What's up? Ah, no, you should have some here. All yours. Go for it. All right, keep going. Minus, nice. Now I'm going to tweak it. What does tweak mean? Change a little bit, but very important change. Minus 2. Keep going. BC. Square or no square? No square. Squares only happen at the beginning. BC. And it's called the what law? It's called the cosine law. So we need to plant a cosine there. So it becomes, you already ruined the shot. Cosine A. All right. What do I do next? I put what? What do I put? Check marks on things I know and question marks on things I don't know. Okay. What do I know for sure? I know all what? I know all what? Three sides. So I'm going to put a green check mark on A, B, C, B, C. Which one do I not know here? Capital A, exactly, the angle, which means also I don't know the cosine of it. So I'm going to put a question mark. Okay, can I put some numbers in now? Yeah, everyone, whenever you know numbers, plug them in immediately. It's always good to see more numbers than symbols. All right, so let's put some numbers here. So I'm going to put A squared. What's the value of A? What's the value of A? 30, but it has to be 30 what? To the power of 2, thank you, so squared. So 30 squared equals, what's B? 37. Don't forget the square. Plus 25 squared minus 2. And what did we say yesterday? You can put multiplication sign, but what's a better way? Put brackets. It's cleaner and nicer. So bracket with 37 in it. Another bracket with 25 in it. And do I need to put cosine A in a bracket? You can, but I mean, you know what? Okay, using too many brackets sometimes could make it what a bit confusing. So when you don't need it, don't use it. So cosine of A, I'm gonna do it in red because it's the one we're trying to find. Okay, what should be my next step? Keep going with the what? Yeah, with the numbers. Again, clean up as much as you can. Okay, what's 30 squared or 30 times 30? Come on, 3 times 3 is what? 9. And how many zeros? 2 zeros. So this is 900. Everyone, 900. Okay, what's 37 squared? All right, we can find that out. 37 squared. 1, 1, 3, 6, 9. So 1, 3, 6, 9. Plus, what's 25 squared? I know this one. It's one of the famous squares in math. 625. Minus. Do you remember what we did yesterday? What did we do with the first three numbers? We just what? Come on. What do we do with the first three numbers? We multiply them, right? So go ahead, and I like to put a bracket here to tell myself whatever I'm going to do now is only those three. Okay. What's 2 times 37 times 25? Well, 2 times 25 times 37, bless you. 1850. 1850. Technically, what's here, everyone? What's right here? Multiplication sign. So you are more than welcome to say what? Multiply, or just to write what? Cosine of what? Okay, we're doing so good so far. What's my next step? Come on. Remember, there's a lot of cleaning up. So what's my next cleaning up process? Here's my question to you. Can I subtract these two? Why not? There's a minus between them. There's a minus between them. Oh, okay. Okay. So one thing we could do is that should start with a plus. But I want someone to tell me why we cannot minus the 625 minus 1850. Kaylin, say in. Yes. Is this one by itself, or is it stuck next to something? So are those two split, or technically one unit? Exactly. So you cannot say, oh, it's 625 minus 1850. Those two have to be what? Keep what? Keep exactly split. So that means, what can I clean up now? Can I clean up these two? 100%. Okay, let's clean it up. So I'm going to not touch the 900. Sorry, let's go back. 900 equals, what's 1369 plus 625? Well, we can do addition like grade school, but we're in a hurry. 1994 minus what? 1850 cosine A. Okay, we're doing well so far. What's my next step? We're about 3 steps away from the final answer. Okay, if you're not sure what to do, let me give you a hint, everyone. Let's say, everyone, check this out. Let's say I gave you this question. Let's say I gave you this question. You know what? Oh, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Let's say I asked you to solve this for me. 10 equals, I don't know, 16 minus 3x. Can someone tell me how to solve this? Oh, nice. Move the what? Hold on. Are you going to move just the x or the whole minus 3x together? Yes, remember, those things are together, right? X with 3 with the minus. So what do you do with this block? You what? You move it. What does it become? Nice. Always good to what? To bring things to the left side and become positive. You still have another thing to move. The 10. You're going to move the 10 where? Here. What does it become? What does the positive 10 become? There you go. So 2 movements in 1 shot. So basically, we're going to do something like this. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm going to move what? I'm going to move this thing. Look, everyone, just so it appears on the video. I'm going to move this thing where? Here. I'm going to move this thing where? So can someone tell me what's going to be the new equation? Yes, Kalen. Kalen, do you have to say plus? You can just say what? 3x. So 3x. Kalen, tell me what's going to be on the right-hand side. 16 untouched, so 16. Negative 10 or minus 10, whichever way you say. Perfect. Isn't this the exact same idea as this one? 100%. Okay, let's move things around. You see, algebra has a few basic ideas, and you keep learning and using them until grade 12. Actually, if you ask Mr. Wilkinson and me, you can even use them in college and university as well. You just have to keep going with the basic ideas. All right, so let's do this. So what am I going to move to the other side? Yes, so basically this part right here, so it becomes equal. So this and that, what does this become? Which means we don't have to show it, so go ahead, 1850. I'm going to keep doing it in red. Cosine of A equals, obviously 1994 does not move at all. But this one, yes, minus 900. Very beautiful. All right. What's my next one? 1850. I apologize for the tight space. This is always the longest kind of problem. What's 1994 minus 900? Well, I know 1994 minus 1,000 is 1994. Okay, add 1. So what do you get? 1,094. Oh, no red. 1,000. Okay, can someone tell me what to do now? I'll give you a hint. What if this was that? Don't do what I'm gonna do right now. What if this was X? How do you solve this? Come on. Sure. Okay, you said you move it. I know you know what you're doing, but what's the proper way of saying it? Because I'm always worried about the word move. Because usually when things move, what happens to the sign? It changes, it flips. Minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. Are we gonna do that here? We're gonna move it, but in which way? Are we gonna change the sign or do something else? What is it? It's already multiplied. What are we gonna do? We're gonna divide. So x equals what? This guy divided by what? This guy. Can I do the same thing if the x was a cosine of a? 100%. It just looks different. So let's bring it back to cosine of a. Cosine of a. So what does this mean? Okay. Again, sorry for the tight space. I'm gonna go like this. Okay. So cosine of a equals what? Sorry, you can't see. Cosine of a equals 1094 divided by 1850. Good. Equals what? I don't know. I know it's a decimal. That's all I know. 1094. How many decimals always? 4. Okay, what would this? Wow, look at this. 135, 135, 135, 135 forever. Interesting number. What would this be? 5914. Perfect. So point 5914. Is this my angle or the cosine of it? Almost there. One step left, which you had to do for the third quiz. What has to appear on top? -1. What button do you press on your calculators? Shift or second, depending on the machine or the cell phone. So I'm going to go here. Clear, clear. And what do I put first? What's my machine procedure? Number first, point, what was it? 5914. And then trig. And what has to appear here? A -1. So second, which one do I use? Well, the cosine law. Can someone tell me what's what's the rounding situation? A whole degree. What does a whole degree mean? You show decimals or no decimals? No decimal, whole number, integer. What would this be? Is this closer to 53 or 54? Yeah, it's 0.7. It crossed the half. So how do you write your final answer? You cannot just say 54. Remember, you have to write a good statement. Manel? Uh, Manel, go ahead. A equals or, by the way, just so you know, if you forget the symbol for angle, I'm not going to take marks off, whether on Google Form quiz or here. Okay? So, like this, equals. Manel, go ahead. No, the full statement. Cosine minus, you have to show the -1. Cosine -1 of the point 5914 equals, how many? 54. This is the toughest question in cosine law. Look how long it is. I know, too long, but you know what? That's the hardest it could get. By the way, does it look like 54 degrees? I know that my projector screws up the image. Let me see your notes. Does it look like 45 degrees? Sorry, 54, I mean. Uh, Again, do we ever trust diagrams? No, but does it kind of look like? Yeah. Again, it almost looks like half of 90 degrees because it's half a box. Yeah, close enough. Again, numbers don't, sorry, shapes don't matter anymore. Numbers do. Bless you. Okay, everyone, let's do the second one. Let's do the second example. Okay, I have a D, I have an E, and I have an F. Okay, which angle do they want us to find? Capital D. So what am I going to start my cosine law with? I'll give you a hint. When you wanted A, you started with what? A squared. So now you want what? D. You need to start with capital D squared or small d squared. The square is always small. All right. So let's label these sides though. So if this is D, this is small d. This is F, this is small f. And if this is E, this is small e. All right. We want this one. So I'm going to have to start with D squared equals. Who would like to finish this? Noor, go ahead. E squared. You have to put the 2. Yes. Very good. Yes. Go ahead. No, everyone. Does it matter if you put F squared plus E squared? When you add things, doesn't matter which one goes first. What's 2 plus 5? Yeah, 2 plus 5. No tricks. 2 plus 5. You're always expecting big things. 2 plus 5. Nope. 2 plus 5. 7. What's 5 plus 2? Oh, sorry. How about 2 minus 5? How about 5 minus 2? You see, when you add, it doesn't matter. But when you subtract, it matters. So always watch out for these things. Okay. Are we still recording? Yes, we are. Okay. So let's put the check mark. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Don't got it. All right. Let's put some numbers in. Numbers are not too big. We can actually do them in our heads. I mean, if you want. Okay. What is d squared? Come on. 12 squared. Thank you. I'll try to squeeze in my handwriting this time. What's e squared? 7. What's this one squared? 10 squared. Minus 2, 7, 10, with a cosine capital D. All right. I know all of these numbers. 12 squared is 144. 7 squared is 49. 10 squared is the amazing 100. Minus. Okay, let's go with these three. What's 2 times 7 times 10? Well, you can do it in multiple ways. I will do 10 times 7, which is 70. 70 times 2 is 140. So 140, still with what? With the cosine of d. What should I clean up next? Next. Sabine, go ahead. What do you put together first? Step by step. Yes, those two. So 144 stays untouched. Now, what's 49 plus 100? 149. Subtract this thing. Cosine of d. Okay, what do I do now? Like we did before. Look at me. Move. You have to move how many things though? 2. You have to move the 140 cosine d with the minus to the other side, and you ditch the 144 to the other side. Perfect. So we get this. We get 140. Sorry, no red. Come on. 140 cosine of d equals 149 subtract 144. All right, almost there. So 140 cosine of D equaling, what's 149? 149 take away 144? 5 alive. All right. What do I do now? Divide. So cosine of D equals 5 divided by 140. How much is 12 divided by 140? Very small decimal. 5 divided by 140. 0 point. All right. 5 digits, including this 0, including this guy. So 0, 3, 5, 7. No change to the 7. So 0, what was it? 5, 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7. 3 odd numbers. Is this my angle or the cosine of it? I need to cosine inverse or cosine minus 1. I don't really have a problem which way you say it, although other teacher might say, no, you have to say it right. Inverse cosine. Just do whatever you like. So D, angle D or just D, equals cosine inverse of this small decimal. I wonder what it is. Okay, let me do it and you can check with me. 0.357. Brig. How many people got this answer? Now, is this closer to 87 or 88? Very close to 88. 95% close to 88. So 80. Ta-da. And that's all we need to know about the cosine law, whether to find angles or length. And your homework is this one.